Hey guys, just wanted to say something real quick. I know I said I would make every day a Peter Walt student Loud House text movie reaction, but I've come to learn with the time that some chapters might take a little longer, and I might not technically qualify since the last video technically does count as the second day since I recorded on the second, but it was posted on the third today. So, okay. I'm gonna miss today. I am sorry. But a video will still come. This video is what will be taking its place. And it's a kind of. Nah, screw it. I'm just gonna make it this. Welcome to Cringe of the Month, episode 44, I believe. Or episode 45. Topic of today. And I've wanted to do this. Well, this is always a throwback to me, a classic for me. Cringe of the Month is Pokemon. Specifically, I want to talk about. Well, okay, I just. You know what? This is what I want to talk about. Where. I had this DVD collection, Gaining Groudon. That episode of Pokemon in Advanced Battle. First off, Advanced Battle and Hoenn region I definitely put as the third best written series of Pokemon, only because it finally took Ash's ego down a peg when he fought the Elite Four member whose name escapes me, who was dressed like a pirate. Because around that time, Ash was still his cocky self, like he was in Johto and Kanto. After that battle, he learned his humbleness, which we got in. Well, I say Hoenn, where he's still kind of humble, and from then on. Actually, no, not Hoenn. Not crap. I want to talk. Cringe of the Month was going to be about Unova, and how they're the black sheep of Pokemon. Apologies. This Cringe of the Month is not about Hoenn. It's about Unova. Ugh. Sorry. Unova was the perfect series of creating terrible characters that we now like looking back on, and they've evolved. Great idea of this is Iris. I know she's very Get up here. I know she's very popular now, especially now that she's the Unova region champion. But let's think back to when it was the new show was Black and White. I hated her so much. She was so annoying. She really had no reason to travel with Ash. Her only reason was to get him to town so he wouldn't get lost. After that, she had no reason to travel with the guy. And then Silent, I don't put him worse than Tracy, but he's not as good as Brock. Or no, he's better than Tracy, but he's not as good as Brock. He's like right in the middle of that. And their champion before Iris, Alder, was a bumbling idiot. We had Cameron, the moron who brought 5 Pokemon to the tournament, the World Championship match, the league tournament, and he only brought 5 Pokemon, and he still beat Ash at a handicap. And thought you needed 7 badges to win. And just coincidentally, there was a freaking gym just right next to the freaking Unova League. This character also gets annoying to me, looking back, Bianca. The bit of her constantly throwing Ash into a body of water, it started out funny because it was comedic of how close fountains were to them. Then it just started getting ridiculous of how it just was so stupid. Stefan had one of the dumbest jokes in Pokemon history where people kept mispronouncing his name as like Stefan or... I don't get how people kept pronouncing it Stefan. That's his name. Steven? Stefan? I don't know. He was a good character, just... His show was just so stupid. Then, we come to the king of horrible characters in Pokemon. Trip. Blonde Paul with a bit of racism in it. Because if we remember, in his first episode, he knew how to get people to hate him and not the way like Paul did. Chirp immediately said, "This is why we don't like anyone from the boonies to come here." Are you kidding me, lad? Are you kidding? That's the first line they probably gave him. And also, I get Ash in the beginning of the show when he gets a rival is supposed to, and I'm going to use wrestling terms here, Ash is supposed to put them over. He's supposed to have them beat. Ash is supposed to lose the battle with rivals and stuff like that. Ash had no reason to lose to a guy who got to a level 5 Snivy. Their logic of having Zekrom zap some of Pikachu's power? Bull. That Pikachu should be God tier level, mate. That Pikachu should be near the level of Arceus, Zekrom, Kyurem, Reshiram, Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos, Entei, Raikou, Suicune, all those legendaries combined. Dialga, Palkia, all of them combined Pikachu should be at that level. With the amount of hell that Pikachu's gone through. But nope, level 5 Snivy takes him down with that. And usually, and I know games in anime are different. Usually when you first get a Pokemon, they can only do 2 attacks. And with Pokemon, it's, I think, 4 every time. That's still so... Even the Pokemon that Ash caught were kind of stupid. Well, mainly 1. I don't know how people will feel about my opinion on this, but I hated Oshawott. I hated him. I was begging him to evolve into Duat, at least. Not Samurott. I like Samurott, but I didn't want Ash to have one. I at least want his... Let me think about this. I don't think any of his water Pokemon, aside from Froakie, I don't think they ever evolved, because Squirtle remained a Squirtle. Even to today, he's still a Squirtle. In Johto, he got Totodile, still a Totodile. Would have been cool to see him be a Crocodile and probably get do new dances. Hoenn, we got Corphish. How do you not evolve that thing into Crawdon? How? Corphish at the time, and I dare say this, Corphish was Ash's most powerful water type. Along with Trico, Grovyle, his Sceptile, Grovyle, Trico, most powerful grass type at the time. Maybe, well, that would be a good battle. Ash's Sceptile versus his Bulbasaur. That'd be a good fight, but I put a little bit on Sceptile. It's still, Sceptile at least evolved. Then, after Hoenn came Sinnoh, we got Weasel, traded for Dawn. Then we got Oshawott. Did he have a water Pokemon in Sun and Moon? I'm not sure. If Ash had a water Pokemon in Sun and Moon, let me know. And then finally we have Dracovic. Water and Dragon type. But yeah, it's weird. I mean, if all the Pokemon to evolve on his team, and Unova, Oshawott should have been the one to do it. I swear to God. And also, I've seen this many times by people saying it in comment sections of videos, but yeah, I'm just going to say it too. The MVPs of Ash's team in Unova, Crocodile and Leavanny, his freaking bug type. The thing is, the team in Black and White had a chance to be a great team, because it had a bunch of diverse of speed and strength. He had a Bulldor, he had his freaking Crocodile, after major feud as a Krokorok and a Sandile. Leavanny, which he evolved from a Swaddle. Tepig, Pignite. How he didn't get Emboar in there. Perfect for Ash. Maybe just didn't want to feud with Charizard, I guess. Snivy, again, why didn't Snivy evolve into Servine and then Superior? His Unfezant was actually pretty good as far as his flying types. Of course, Staraptor, in my opinion. Staraptor and Talonflame are his 2 best flying types. But Unfezant's definitely up there. Palpitoad. I liked Palpitoad. In fact, Palpitoad is... And when it comes to Unova, it's actually one of my favorite Pokemon. But I don't feel like he ever got a proper push as Ash's Pokemon. But that's the thing with Ash. He never catches strong Pokemon. He makes strong Pokemon. Same thing with Legendaries. He does, unlike Tobias, where he needed to cheat and catch a Darkrai and a Latios. Ash becomes, to quote 2004 Randy Orton, and 2006 Randy Orton, the Legend Killer. Or the Legend Beater, I should say. Also, this is just my thing I hated with another annoying character, Georgia, the ice type trainer that had a feud with Iris, and another annoying. Every freaking feud in this show was that version of the show was so annoying. But I remember, even as a kid, I did like watching this. Just because here's the newest Pokemon. You got a lot of, you gotta watch, you gotta continue with Ash's adventure. At least I thought that before Sun and Moon came out. But I've mentioned Sun and Moon a billion times. Story good, character good, art style. But yeah, Burgundy. Remember her? That's the connoisseur rival Silent had. So dumb. In my opinion, the main rival in that show should have been Stefan. They were great friends and great rivals. It was perfect. But no, we have to have this racist and Trip, who was just Paul, tie-dyed blonde, or dye-haired blonde, and with everything that we like about Paul, everything we love to hate about this guy, taken away. It's almost like Pokemon saw how much we liked Paul as his rival and thought, okay, let's just do this, but let's change it up a little bit. Make him hate him for where he comes from, not for his choice of training and battling. It will forever be said that Ash's best feud is Ash and Paul. That is the best feud. It's almost like Black and White try to it's from what I remember and looking back on it. It's almost like Black and White tried to remake the first Journey because they made Ash super extra dumb. He had at the time 4 league experience tournaments and a tournament he won. In fact, 2 tournaments. The Orange Island tournament, which he won, and I believe they said, if I remember correctly, it was like the first man to win the Orange League and beat Drake. And then the it was the second thing after in Hoenn. Battle Frontier. And again, I believe he was like the first one to beat Brandon. But no, he has the mentality back to when he was a rookie. He should have made the Univo League his bitch. Should Ash. It's just so annoying with how he did things. Also with Iris, for a self-appointed Dragon Master, with only half your Pokemon being Dragon types, kind of pathetic. And also your most powerful Pokemon at the time, not before even capturing Dragonite, being a Ground and Steel type. Not even. It's just so stupid, man. It's so stupid. I mean, Silent had 2 better Pokemon than her. I don't even count Pansage. He was an idiot. I liked Crustle. I did like him. I like that Pokemon. Did he have any others? Pansage and Crustle. I think that was the only 2 Pokemon Silent ever had. The one thing I will definitely give Unova credit for, that it did a great job of doing, it's writing for Team Rocket. Yes, they were still goofballs, but they were actually looked at as intimidating in this show. Because they got away with schemes. Their schemes had multiple parts in episodes. I remember there might have been, if I remember this correctly, there was an arc of Team Rocket that took about 4 episodes. And that was with Giovanni, with just Jesse and James. I think they had once got like a complete 2-parter, which is very rare for Jesse and James. Sometimes they'll have a 2-parter where like halfway they end the arc with Team Rocket just to do the arc with the next major team. For Unova would have been Team Plasma. I don't know. They just, the writing for Team Rocket in Black and White, I dare say, is on par for the writing in general for Kalos. I will put that there. Team Rocket's development and its writing in Black and White is on par with the entire writing of X, Y, and Z. And I've gone on multiple times on here and said that X, Y, and Z is the best written Pokemon cartoon ever. And also, just off topic, I really hope with the first off we are sadly finally in Ash's farewell tour. Let's think about this. The farewell tour has begun and is truly about to begin. Of Ash Ketchum, the farewell tour of saying goodbye to him is about to begin. 11 episodes left of this son of a bitch. Probably even 10 now. I'm actually getting goosebumps. I don't know if you can see them. I actually have goosebumps. Yo, you can't see them. But trust me, I have them. I also have this scratch on my arm, somehow. Don't know where that happened. Actually, yes I do. I know where I got this. Okay. This is one thing I want to say. When the new show comes out, with Rico, and Roy, watch it with an open mind. Please, for the love of God, do not judge them like how you would judge Ash's decisions. If they make a decision that is not as very Ash-like, do not compare them. Do not judge them. Please, for the love of God, give them the chance of being Riku and Roy, not another Ash. As much as the internet wants to say that Rico is his daughter, there is probably a 1% chance of that happening. Maybe even 0.5 chance of that happening. Yeah. Just wanted to get Cringe of the Month out. I don't want to say out of the way because that sounds... every time I say that phrase, it sounds rude, but I don't mean it to be. I wanted to get it done to where I'm not freaking panic rushing the thing. Because Cringe of the Month is some of my favorite videos to make. Because, yes, it's a majority just like my channel where I just talk about random bullshit. Cringe of the Month has a special place since it started just with a fan saying, not a fan, just a subscriber saying this randomly on some random video I was talking about. I remember the first Cringe of the Month. I believe it was me talking about a Legend of Zelda live action show. That was when I was recording over in this corner with the little 4-pronged area thing right next to me, my chair right there, with my TV being right here. I remember that. I say it like it was it was a whole body frame ago for me. I'm done incredibly well. This is just a humble brag. I have now gotten down to 177 pounds. That is one of the lightest I've ever been in my life. I actually can't remember a time where I wasn't under 200 pounds. And to now be 177. It's incredible. Actually, that'll be a video itself, maybe. Because... Nah, I'll explain in another video. Actually, I got another video I gotta make. So... Oh, man. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's it for Cringe of the Month. Kind of went off topic there at the end, but hopefully you enjoyed this. And again, Peter, I promise you, there will be a 2-chapter reaction tomorrow. It is late. I just feel extreme. You can see my brain is turning off. It is very late, and I don't want to have what happened yesterday to happen, to where the day will not match up with what I said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I promise. This trend of the January being your reaction movie day month will continue. I promise.